YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to Season 5 of our franchise battle with Jordan. Before we get into the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. Let's get right into it. So, as you can see here, we signed Jack Hughes in the offseason. We got Jack Eichel, JJ Peterka alongside him. Then we have Maggie Samoskevich, Oliver Moore, Pius Suter. Then we got Kerfoot, Pinto, and Stone, Hartman, Dickinson, and Cole Koepke. On the defense, we have Kavana, Rasmus Anderson, Kovacevic, Wallman, and then Manson and Hunter. In net, we have Wallstedt and Hildeby. Before we get into the season, we are going to be trading Manson and a 7th for a Columbus 2nd. We do have a guy, I think his last name is Teravainen. He's 19 years old, 80 overall. We're going to bring him up, and he's going to play on our third pair instead of Manson, just to give him a little more of an opportunity to grow. So our new look defense is going to look like Kavana, Anderson, Kovacevic, Wallman, and Hunter and Teravainen. That last pair drops down to a +2. Alright, we're talking to our coach, Bruce Cassidy. He thinks we are good enough to compete for the Cup, which I would agree with. And for our preseason, we're going to be focused on skill training. We're going to simulate it to the trade deadline. Alright, I've stopped here in the middle of January, and I'd just like to point something out. On your right side, our goals for per game is 14th in the league, which I don't like because we're one of the best teams in the league. And our goals against per game is the best in the entire league, I'd assume by far. So what I'm going to try and do here is I'm going to try and trade for a scorer. someone to score really well. It's going to probably be a pretty big blockbuster because, as you can see here, we're going to go to the goalie stats, and I imagine they're going to be pretty insane. Well, Hildebeest's terrible apparently, but Wallstedt 27-7-3, 6 shutouts, a 941 and a 177. I don't think I've ever seen better goalie numbers in the regular season, so we need someone to score to make sure that this team is going to be elite. For him, we're actually just going to try a 2-person deal. We're going to try Peterka and this high elite goalie we drafted a few years ago because I think Wallstedt will be sufficient until we can get someone new. I'm going to send this package over, and they do reject, but we're just a bit off, so it does look like we are going to get this done. And this is going to be a huge move for our franchise. We're going to add a 5th-round pick, and they do accept. Alright, so here's the new look team. I don't know what happened to all of our chemistry, because even this was chemistry before. Jack Hughes, Jack Eichel, and Ville Ordo, who's our new guy. And then the rest of the team pretty much looks the same. Alright, we made it to the trade deadline, and our offense got a lot better, and our defense got a little bit worse, but that's obviously to be expected. The important part is that bringing in our sniper did work. We're 41-16-6. Should be good enough for first in the NHL. It's not actually. Toronto is a little bit better than us. The first line is cooking. Jack Hughes, Jack Eichel, and then I don't know where this guy is, but he's somewhere. He's got 11 points in 21 games since coming over, but he has a plus 16, and he has 7 goals, which is the important part. And Wallstedt's still playing unreal, 35-10-6, 8 shutouts, a 932, and a 207. Teravainen actually did regress in value a little bit, so I might trade him and try and go after Filip Hronek here. So we're going to try Teravainen, a first and a second. He regressed in value a little bit for Filip Hronek. He is 87 overall out of Vancouver, 2 years left, 7.2, which is pretty reasonable. He can go right on that right side in that second or third pair, and this does go through. We're going to try and trade Mark Stone and a slew of picks for Eeli Tolvanen for that second line, and this does go through. Alright, our team is kind of dwindling here because our bottom 6 is not great, but we have Jack Hughes, Jack Eichel, and Ville Ordo, Samoskevich, Oliver Moore, Eeli Tolvanen, Kerfoot, Suter, Pinto, Hartman, Dickinson, and Kepke. For our defense, Kavana, Anderson, Hunter, and Jake Wallman, Kovacevic, and Filip Hronek. And in net, we still have Wallstedt. Let's go win a cup. And wow, to end the season, 54-19-19. Sorry, not 19. Won some explosive games down the stretch, 8-5 and 9-3. Looking at our team, as I said, we did finish 54-19-9. We finished 3rd in the NHL, 1 point behind Colorado, scoring 3.48 goals a game, which I would like to be better in the future, and we had the best defense in the league by a mile, 2.39 goals allowed. Jack Hughes had almost 100 points, 29 goals, 68 assists, 97 points. Jack Eichel actually did end up scoring 40 goals for 85 points. Kavana was a plus 41, 73 points. He was a very nice draft pick, high franchise now. Samoskevich on the second line put up 65, along with Oliver Moore at 62. Jake Wallman at 52, and then Eeli Tolvanen obviously his plus minus is a little skewed. He was a plus 3 since coming over. And Ville didn't do great on our first line, but he had 16 goals in 40 games, so there's definitely stuff to look forward to in the future as he's only 18 years old. And Jesper Wallstedt with most likely a Vezina winning campaign, 45-11-7, 10 shutouts, a 929 and a 212. Absolutely dialed. We have Winnipeg, the 45-win Winnipeg Jets. We'll see how this goes. Simming the first 4. We win game 1. Drop game 2. Drop game 3, 8-1. And we do bounce back in game 4. 8-1 is a very discouraging score. Game 5 is going to be a huge one. We need this. And we get it, 5-1. To close it out in game 6. And we do. On to the second round. The Calgary Flames. Alright. Won also in 7. Or we didn't win in 7. Simulating the first 4. Take a win. We take a win. Loss. And a loss. Those 2 losses were bad. Our defense hasn't been good this playoffs at all. Need one here, and we get one. In Game 6 to send us to the conference finals, and we get it. The Dallas Stars. I don't know how good they were. They weren't top of the league or anything. Simming the first 4 against them, we get a win, a loss, and a loss. Are we going to win 2 more and win it in 6? Oh, we lose game 5. On the brink now, and we're actually going to go into a real sim. After 1, we're down 2, and we're down 3. We need a miraculous comeback here. or else we are out in 6 in the conference finals. Time ticking off the clock. Dallas on a power play. We kill it. Not a whole ton happening here, and it looks like we are going to lose in 6 to the Dallas Stars. 3-0 loss. All our offense we built up. We improved it so much from the ground up, and they come up blank on us in Game 6. Yeah, our big dudes let us down. Filip Hronek cannot be leading our team in scoring. Samoskevich is a second-line guy. Moore's a second-line guy. Our big guys have to come up clutch here. It's just got to happen. And, like, our first-line right wing, Ville Ordo, 4 goals in 18 games. Like, you're never going to win a cup with those numbers. Wallstedt wasn't even that bad. His team just didn't score. As you can see here, we once again do not have a single pick in this draft, so I'm going to look around and see if there's anybody we should draft, and then if we should, I'll draft him. Alright, I see this guy around the top of the 3rd round that I kind of like, so I'm just going to trade a 3rd and a 7th next year for him. And here he is, Gilbert Galina's 3 bars medium elite. Might as well take a swing at him, and he is medium elite. That is a big value pick. Bruce Cassidy does need a new contract, and we are absolutely going to give him whatever he wants to stay here, because he has been a phenomenal coach. Alright, we are pretty cap tight, and we have some bigger guys needing contracts. I think this team is going to see a pretty large overhaul. We're going to see if Rasmus Andersson wants to come back for 2 more years at 10.5. If he doesn't, we'll probably just let him go. We're going to see if Tolvanen wants to come back. It's 3 years at 6.8. If he doesn't, we'll probably try and work around that. Pius Suter's going to get $2.2 million for 2 years. Makarin's going to get 1.4 for 2 years. Hartman's going to get 1.6 for 1 year. Kerfoot is going to get 1.6 for 1 year. And the rest of these guys, I think I'm just going to let walk. Bruce Cassidy's coming back. Rasmus Andersson rejects. Hartman rejects, Kerfoot rejects, and Tolvanen rejects. That's not what we wanted to see. Alright, we are going to give Rasmus Andersson 10.2 for 3 years, and Tolvanen's getting 6.5 for 4. The rest of these guys will just walk. Jake Wallman just has so much money tied to him, so we're going to try and ship him out for Anton Frondell from the Chicago Blackhawks. 84 overall, 23 years old. I don't think he's gotten much of a chance yet. Yeah, playing 12 minutes a night. So we're going to give him that chance with top 6 minutes. We'll throw on a 4th and a 5th. Just to make this happen, and it goes through. Oliver Moore is also making a ton of money, so I think we're going to try and ship him out somewhere for a budget center. I'm actually going out and trying to get Adam Fantilli here. He's on $8.5 million for the next few years. 25 years old, still a lot of time to develop. We're giving up Oliver Moore and that elite prospect we did draft, and this does go through. We're going to try and bring in Fedor Svechkov. He's 27 years old, 84 overall. He should be serviceable for a while. We're going to give him $5 million for 2 years. And I'm not sure why this guy was let go. 74 overall, 22 years old, low elite, just in free agency. We'll sign him. Once again, not sure why this guy was let go. We're going to give him $975K for 1 year, though. 80 overall, 25 years old. Definitely time to develop there. We're going to give Trevor Connolly here $1 million because he's an 80 overall at 24, top 6. Still potential. I do believe Newhook also has some time left in him, so we're going to give him 4.8 for 1 year. Alright, here we go into the next season's roster. Final part of the video. Jack Eichel, Jack Hughes, Adam Fantilli is going to play up on this first line until Ortio gets his stuff together. Then we do have Ortio down here, Samoskevich, Anton Frondell, Pius Suter, Shane Pinto, Eli Tolvanen. I tried to get rid of this +1, couldn't really do it. And then bottom line is Makarin, Newhook, and Svechkov. And our defense is still looking pretty elite. Despite losing some guys, we got Kavanagh, Anderson, Hronek, Hunter, and then this dude that we just signed, and Kovacevic. And Wallstedt's up to a 93, and he's lethal, as we saw last year. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. We're on the road to 100 subscribers, and we'll see you in another video next week.